Hi, this is Carolina, the Soul Coach. Welcome to my podcast. Hello, and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you? And how has your week been? I really hope it's been a good one. I know, because I have spoken to quite a few people this week, that it's been a tough week for many people. I know there's been lots of ups and downs, and there has been a lot of crises for people. So just want to reassure you that this is just a moment and we will get through this. There are always ups and downs in life, and if you're going through a down right now, know the only way is up. And sometimes it's just necessary to have those down times in order to learn, in order to grow, and in order to gather yourself up to keep going and to keep moving. And so just be reassured, this time will pass. And I just felt there's a few people out there that need to hear that. It's been an eventful week for us. It has, and it's been a busy one. So Will and I, we're going to go away for a couple of nights at the beginning of the week, but we ended up just going away for one night because obviously we're really busy, as you've heard in previous podcasts, that we're moving actually this Saturday. And so we're up to our eyes in decorating. Well, I say we are up to our eyes in decorating, but Will is up to his eyes in decorating, and he's doing a blooming brilliant job, I have to say. Plans didn't quite work out as well as they could have done this week, but it's okay. We've picked ourselves up, we've reassessed, and we are going forward. It might not be as perfect as we had hoped when we move in, but what's a bit of chaos? It's okay, isn't it? As long as we keep calm, keep laughing, and we just flow with the cards that we have been dealt. So we went away for a couple of nights. One night. And we went out for dinner. Some of you may saw on my Instagram. We went for Trafalgar night. And we go away to Old Portsmouth quite a lot, and we absolutely love it there. It has everything. It has great shopping, has a really great pub that we love. It's right by the sea. It's got good coffee shops. It's just so atmospheric, and I absolutely love Southsea, and there's a really good coffee shop there called Southsea Coffee, and we just love it. And Alistair, who, as I say, some of you may have seen on my Instagram, he does all the tech bits, he does this podcast, and he's been developing the app and does all these things. And he was there at this night called Trafalgar Night in the pub that we love, I can't remember, the Sallyport Inn. And it was really good. We dressed up and we had a great night. It was really good, except when we turned up, it was black tie, and we had no idea it was black tie. So that was a bit of a shock. And Will just turned up to see these two guys that are in black tie, and he was like, "Oh no, beam me up, Scotty." And I was just in a casual dress. But luckily the lady where we stay, she went and got him a black tie. So all was well. And it was a really, really good fun evening, and we just needed it. So that was really nice. And then we went shopping, and I got some things for the cottage, and it was a good couple of days, and then back to it. But it was just what we needed. Will and I managed to catch up with ourselves. We did some walking. We had a meeting with Alistair, and that was really, really productive. And watch this space. If you already have the Soul Space app, watch this space, excuse the pun. There was a lot more coming for the app. And also this week, I digress a little bit, I bumped into Adam, who does all the background music for us. And he's really keen to do more for us. And I spoke to Amelia's boyfriend, Freddie, who is an osteopath, but he's really into meditation and yoga. And he has said that he would love to record some meditations for the app as well. So we would have a male voice. So that's exciting. So there's lots of exciting things coming. on the Soul Space app. So yeah, it was a really productive meeting with Alistair, and it's been a really productive meeting as far as moving forward with the app and marketing and other things. Had a really good meeting with our accountant's wife, who is really into marketing. So yeah, really productive week, really productive as far as that's concerned. And I think it's just so important to take self-care, isn't it? I think I talk about that a lot, just having some time out just to reevaluate. And even though it was only 2 days for Will and I, we managed to reevaluate and we managed to regroup, catch up, and off we go again. And I think that's just, it's really important. Often we do that when we go for a walk down the coast, and that's our catch-up time, and we just go out for the morning, but we've just had too many things in the diary, and as well as this unexpected move, we haven't had time to do that. So anyway, so that was great. Really, really good around all the other things that I've just talked about, and the shop's been busy, and it's just great being in the energy of the shop. It really is. I just love it. And a customer came in the shop in the week, and I had a really good chat with him, and he's listening to the apps. Hello, Previn. Really nice to chat with you in the week, and it was really nice, some feedback that you gave and a story that you shared that you've given me permission to share here on my podcast, so I'm going to share it with you right now. But it was just lovely catching up with him, and it was really nice to hear this story. So do you remember a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I shared with you that we went to Cornwall and that we wanted to name our cottage and we didn't know the name, and we drove past my dad's house. Do you remember that? And on the my dad isn't with us anymore and had moved to Ireland, but on his old house we passed, and the name of the cottage is Jasmine Cottage. So very synchronistically, we thought, we'll name our new cottage Jasmine Cottage. And Pevin was saying how much he enjoyed that episode. And he remembered from listening to the podcast that he loved the name Jasmine. And he wanted to call his daughter Jasmine. But when his daughter was born, she wasn't a Jasmine. And she was named something else. And so he's always had this name Jasmine that he absolutely loves. And he's just bought himself a car of his dreams that he's always wanted, and he's just been able to buy this 2-seater sports car, and it's black and looks really good fun. He showed me pictures, and guess what he's named it? Jasmine. Yay! So I'm really glad, and I just love that story. I really do. I just think it's so synchronistic and so living in a life of magic. It's brilliant. So yeah, got a car named Jasmine. I just think that's brilliant. So well done, Previn. Absolutely amazing. And I'm so pleased for you and Michelle. It's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So that was a really great story. And please share any stories with me. And I'd love to hear them. I just love hearing how much you're enjoying the podcast from all over the world. I just love it. What else have we done this week? So Thursday, Harriet and Matt, her boyfriend, and Will and I, we went off to see Mickey Flanagan. He is so funny. We went to the Fairfield Halls in Croydon. We went out for a beautiful meal before. It was really nice, Italian. And then we went and laughed for 2 hours on Thursday evening. And he is just so crude, so funny, just about everyday lives. And he shared a story of him and his wife, and it was just really funny. If you haven't been to see him and you like him, I would thoroughly recommend it. He's on tour right now. And yeah, it was just a really, really enjoyable evening, and just good to spend time with family. Good just to have some time out. But it sounds like every week we have some time out. This time of year, we usually go away during October for about a month. We usually go away or for a couple of weeks or whatever, but we usually have some time off. But this year, we just thought we'd do some short little trips. And then because of the move that we weren't expecting, we've just done these like little short trips and little nice going out. So, so that was Thursday night. And then Will's just been working really hard at the cottage, and I've been working really hard at work. And that's kind of been our week, really. We've met up with friends last night to celebrate Will's birthday, and they really made a lovely fuss of him and got him a great balloon. And in fact, we left that behind, I just remembered, but it was a great balloon with a dinosaur on it. It's just so funny. I don't know why I remember it so clearly, but it was just the grin on this dinosaur's face. It was just really, really funny. But they cooked us a super meal, and it was really good to catch up with them. And we celebrated with a bottle of champagne. So I've said to Will, no more drink now for a few weeks, because I don't really like to drink, but I can tell you, for someone that doesn't like to drink, has drunk more than she does normally. So we're going to get back to that healthy eating and get back to no drinking. I much prefer it when I don't drink. The trouble is I get into the mood of it and just have a cheeky glass of bubbles, which I love. But anyway, it's not good for my health, and it's not good for my physical health or mental health. So I'm going to I've declared it here now, haven't I? I'm going to pause that for a few weeks, because we have a busy time of it, and I need everything all flowing in the direction that it needs to flow. Some things, I just want to talk about a couple of things that people have talked to me about this week that, as I mentioned at the beginning, that have been really struggling with. And so a couple of things have really kind of come out to me this week that I just want to share on here. And one is that I just want to reassure everyone that may feel that they've messed up. Sometimes we do things or we say things that we're not proud of. Sometimes we say things in the heat of the moment. And what do? We have two choices. Really, we can give ourselves a hard time, and we can go into kind of regret and not forgive ourselves and just go on a downward spiral with it. Or the second choice, I think, is we can react in a positive way from it. We can learn from it. Maybe it's an action that we don't want to repeat again, and maybe that's the learning. Maybe there's things that need to readjust. And so something very positive can come out of something that maybe we've done or said that we're not proud of. And so just please, just be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself. Be kind and learn. I think that's the biggest thing. And I think that when we do the things that we're not proud of, which everybody does, I've not met one person that hasn't, but when we do those things, it is about being kind. But I think what makes us the person is how we handle those situations. And I think that's what makes the difference. And if we kind of defend that behaviour, or we get angry, or we can't find that forgiveness, and then we deflect it, we won't learn, and then that will keep reappearing in our lives. But I think if we take full responsibility for it, but in a kind way to ourselves, learn from it, we'll grow as people. And then obviously, if things then keep repeating, then maybe there's something in your subconscious that might need clearing. And so you can use techniques to help. Maybe you need some counselling or some coaching. But, I think deep forgiveness and being kind to ourselves and not judging ourselves. I know in the past I've said things and done things that I haven't been proud of. And I think that in that moment, when everything's calmed down, you're like, oh, But it is, if you've been feeling that, just be kind and know that this time will pass. And as I've just said, I really think it's it's how we deal with these situations that make us the person that we are. So yes, I send love out to you if you have been struggling, but just know you can get through this, and there will be a deeper lesson in it. Even though you might not be able to see it right now, there will be a deeper lesson in it. And just know there'll always be hiccups along the way. And I just think that sometimes we just need to take a breath. We just need to pause. And we just need to maybe look at our lives and see what's going well and see what's not going well. And take it from there. We this week, I know Will and I have felt in a massive rush because we've got some deadlines. But yet, as much as we've been trying to get this thing completed, there's been hiccups along the way. And I kind of came to the realisation that we've just got to slow it down. And I said to Will in the week, I used an analogy that just came from nowhere, and I just said, we're going down our river of life, we're flowing down it, but at the minute we're trying to kayak very fast, canoe very fast down this river, but we keep hitting the bank because we're just going too fast. So it's just like we just need to slow it down. Whatever happens, we know we're turning up and we're doing our best every single day, and we couldn't give any more than we're already giving. And so it's knowing that, and it's just slowing down so that we can just keep paddling slowly and not hitting the banks. And if we hit a bank, it'll be a quick recovery because we're not going so quick. Instead of full blown hitting a bank and then we damage our kayak and then we have to repair that and take care of that. But if we gently go down it, then it will work out. So yeah, if you're feeling like you're struggling or things are just going a bit up, it's just you feel like you're pushing a ball uphill, just my advice, let go. Just let go. And it will feel so much better, and then you can just start moving things more slowly. And maybe there are lessons, or maybe there's some wisdom around what might be happening around you right now that you can't hear because you're so focused on what you're doing that you can't hear it. So it's kind of like, okay, all is well in this moment. It really is. And what do you need to reassess? What do you need to look at? What things are in your control and what things are not? And it's that letting go, isn't it, of the things that you can't control, but doing the things that you can control. And that's all that we can do. And I think also when maybe someone else is struggling or going through something that's impacting us, it's very difficult to know what to do. But I just think if we keep ourselves centered, keep ourselves grounded, then the right thing will come out of that. So that's been very much a flavour for this week. But I just want to reassure you, this is just a moment in time, and it's part of the story, and it's part of your story. And the truth will come out. The truth of the way that you're meant to be heading will come out. It will unravel. That sometimes if you're building a jigsaw puzzle, you can't see the full picture, but you just keep adding one bit of the puzzle at a time, and then you get the full picture. Or you've got a blank book and you're just filling in the pages, but you don't quite know where the book is going. But don't worry, the books always end, the picture always gets built, and it will do. Just keep being kind to yourself and keep learning and growing, and you will get there. You really will, and you are already. And I just think sometimes we just have to stop and breathe and just know it's okay. What's happening for you this week? Have you got a good week planned? I've got meditation tomorrow night. Can't wait, at my house. Last one before we move, and it's going to be a good night. I think we're all going to need it. I think we're just going to go, ah. And for those of you that want to meditate that haven't, My 21 days of meditation is available on my website, thesoulcoach.com. They're really nice 21 guided meditations. Or on the app, there are some free meditations. And if you get the premium side of the app, which is only £3.49 a month, or $24.99 for the year, you've got access to some extra meditations that we're going to be building, and we're also going to have a few lifetime memberships happening soon on the app as well, so do watch this space. And then, so we've got meditation on Wednesday, then I'm going to try and help Will move some stuff, and then on Saturday is big move day, and it's very exciting, and I can't wait to share some photos with you on Instagram. I really can't. So what's going on for you? What's happening? Have you managed to spend some time in gratitude? I've been trying to do that every day. Grateful for everything that's happening, all the learnings, all the everything, all the good stuff, all the stuff that might not be so much in alignment, but we know we're going to learn and grow. Just grateful for that. Just grateful for every single second, and want to build on that more and more. And it's getting colder, isn't it? So we've got to keep warm, keep cozy. Have you adjusted your wardrobe yet? I've kind of taken everything to where we're moving, and I've still got summer clothes, so hopefully I can get a bit warmer next week. And yeah, that's it really for this week. Have a good one next week. My Living a Life of Magic interviews coming out with Amel Amin. We did that a few weeks ago, and I think, fingers crossed, it's coming out this week. It was so awesome, and the wonderful Scott is editing that and putting it together. And we've just had a few things that we needed to do to get that out. But I think you'll really enjoy it. It was so much fun doing it, and he is awesome. And when I think how he's manifested his life, it's pretty cool. And I read his poems when he was 13, and we talk about that at the beginning of the podcast. And then he goes on to share what he's achieved, and it's amazing. So yeah, can't wait to share. Do you remember Amel Amin? He was in The Bill, and then he was in some other, like loads of other films, and recently he's directed his own film, Boxing Day, and so that was really cool. So watch out for his for our podcast. It's going to be on YouTube, but I will announce it, and hopefully I can announce it next week. So that's it from me. Have a good one. Huge blessings to you wherever and whatever you're doing in your life, and let's hope for some graceful times, some still times, some peaceful times, and some loving times, and lots of laughter. So just taking a moment, breathing in, breathing out, knowing all is well, just in this moment, nowhere else for you to be. You can be here right now, just here, just coming into your breath. Becoming aware of the gaps between each breath. And sinking into those gaps. Relaxing your body, your shoulders. You have within you all you need. Big deep breaths in and out. And have a fabulous week.